Hey guys, it's Vox here with another video, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past. I almost said Majora's Mask again, second episode in a row, but I didn't say it, so I don't know why I keep bringing it up, because it's making me sound bad. Anyway, in the last episode, we explored Kakariko Village for quite a bit of the time of the episode, but after that we came over here to the east side of Hyrule, and actually, I'm gonna pull up my map again. Something you may notice is after we talk to Sahasrahla, we see that there are some icons on our map now. We see those three pendants up in the north, southwest, and east where we are. Along with in the northwest, we see a sword which marks where the Master Sword's location is. We're not going to be doing much with the three to the left yet because we're focusing on the green pendant right now, which is the pendant of courage. So, with that said, we're gonna go ahead and head straight to the first temple of the game. Again, it's not necessarily the first temple. I consider it the first temple, but lots of people can argue that Hyrule Castle was the first temple. I call it more of a tutorial area. These things here, by the way, are called Armos. This is their debut in the Zelda series, I believe. They were in most of the 3D Zeldas. They definitely made a big appearance in Ocarina of Time. Majora's Mask, they actually had the Death Armoses. If you watched my series on that, I had great fun with those guys. Luckily, they're not as difficult here. You just stab them, like most enemies in this game. Stabbing works. Oh, by the way, something I haven't utilized much is this spin attack. It's gotta charge up, but it does double damage, and I don't actually have to stand still. You can walk around and charge it up. So I definitely need to be using that more often. Let's see if we can get both of these at once with the spin attack, or not. There we go. See, and it's actually, like I said, double the power. So anyway, with that said, welcome to the East Palace. Alright, so, in this dungeon you can go left, you can go right, both are pointless, you gotta go straight. As you can see on the left and right, those are both dead ends. This temple I actually like quite a bit. Link to the Past was the first Zelda game to really set a theme to each of the temples. This one is just kind of a, just a typical style dungeon. From Legend of Zelda, but later on you're gonna see like ice dungeons, fire dungeons, and this is really the first game that set that trend. So you can see here there are balls. Wow, I actually just used balls as an interjection when I'm talking about balls. How strange. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking now. Oh wait, I can't. It's commentary. Okay, if you come over here. Chest, 100 rupees, very good. Once again, rupees are very important in this game, so get as many as you can. So, if we come over here, I believe... okay, so, and something I want to mention. This is the temple that I have practiced the least. Well, that's not necessarily true, but I haven't practiced this temple much because I'm just kind of taking it for granted, saying, you know what, this is the first temple, it's going to be easy. So, I'm not playing this blind, because I've played the game before, but it's been a while since I've done this, and I mean, I know what to do, it's been such a long time since I've actually thought about it, so, I mean, whatever, I'll figure it out. Just figured I'd point out that I didn't really practice this, so it may not go as smoothly as I would like, but, you know what, that may be actually a bit beneficial for you guys, because apparently you guys like it when I mess up, according to some of the comments in my Majora's Mask series, but you know what? I can't judge. Alright, so anyway, these guys are they Stalfoses? I don't actually know. These guys are actually difficult because if you attack them with your sword, they go back. I mean, obviously you can just run up to them and attack them, but throwing pottery at them, again, power of pottery. Alright, so if we come in here, right away we get our compass. That just reminded me that I forgot to get the dungeon map. Oh, wonderful. Okay, well anyway, we got the compass. What does this say? Link, it is I, Sahasrahla. I can talk to you telepathically when you touch these tiles. Here is a hint. You can use the treasure hidden in this place to defeat armored foes. Thank you very much, Sahasrahla. Something I want to point out, I actually really like the music of this dungeon. Well, it's not this dungeon specifically, it's actually all the first several dungeons. But can I seriously not push? Oh my god. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go get the dungeon map because I forgot to get it. And again, I was going on about how, oh, you know, this might not go as smoothly as I thought. And while saying that, I completely forgot the first thing I want to collect. And do I seriously have to defeat these guys again? Oh my god. Game, why don't you be nice to backtrackers? Why you no let me go through? Okay, thank you very much. Now that we're back up here, we can go back to the main room and get the dungeon map, which is over here on the right side. If we step on this switch, we can open up the door, which will lead us to this room. I'm not even gonna bother with getting rid of all these, just move out of my way. Okay, in here, we've got this thing. Now, these are essentially invincible. There's no way that you can actually kill them with a weapon of any sorts. But, if we use our magic powder on them... Okay, it appears that it just disappeared, but it actually turned into a fairy, but I just consumed the fairy right away, so you didn't see it, but trust me, it turned into a fairy. So, that's the main use, in my opinion at least, for the magic powder. Turning those things into fairies, and you can capture the fairy, or you can use it right away if you need health. So anyway, we just got the dungeon map. The dungeon map, once again, we can use just to see where we are. I actually don't use the dungeon map that much in Zelda games, to be completely honest. Skyward Sword I did kind of just because they got confusing, but I mean, if you watch my Majora's Mask Let's Play, I mean, I guess I knew what I was doing, but I still don't really use the dungeon maps that much. It's just, I don't know, it's just by habit. I like finding things on my own, and I'm a very visual person, so I don't really get lost in dungeons easily. Like, when I pass by rooms, I know where I'm going, for the most part, if that makes sense. So, I typically don't know how I killed that guy. I typically don't really need to use a dungeon map, which is cool. I will use the compass, though. The compass basically shows where any... Did not mean to... Oh, my... Oh, thank you for not making me kill them again. Okay. The compass basically shows you on your map where any chests are, or also... Well, it shows where you are. It shows where the boss is, stuff like that. And just to point out, actually, on the first floor, that red rectangle is a chest. And on the top, the skull, obviously, is where the boss is. So if you want more in-depth explanation of a compass, that's what it does. We've already talked to you, the freaking triangle thing. Okay, so now we've come in here, which is the main room. So I like to see it as the main room. And here we have a massive chest, which we can go straight into. Oh, it's locked. You have the big key, you might be able to open it. Okay, well, it looks like we need to get a big key. How wonderful. This is something that I believe only A Link to the Past does. Normally, you don't need keys to unlock chests, only doors. I believe A Link to the Past... I believe A Link to the Past is the only one where you actually need keys to unlock those big chests. These guys, you can only attack them when their eyes open. When their eyes close, they're completely invincible, so don't try killing them, even with bombs. And I'm trying to get rid of the Stalfos while also getting rid of the Cyclops guy, and it's really annoying. And these guys do take a lot of hits. So, yeah. We will get a weapon, though, that helps a lot against these guys later on, so there's no need to worry about that too much. But for now, there we go. Okay, something I want to point out. You notice that there's these little things here, these holes. Looks like maybe torches could go in there. These are in most temples. You can fall down them, and when you fall down them, it'll be a nice secret room where there's some fairies. Normally, they're harder to get to. Normally, it's kind of like a challenge to try to get to that room. This one happened to be pretty easy. And I have both my bottles filled up with fairies, don't I? Yes, I do, so we can just use this one to restore my health. And these little portals here will just take you right outside, and we're back to the dungeon. So you can see there is a chest here we need a key to unlock, and a door here which we need a key to unlock. So, looks like we gotta get that big key that they're talking about. So, coming this way, I believe coming this way. Oh jeez, I have a feeling I'm actually going the wrong way. No, I'm not. Okay. This is a dark room. Those things, by the way, those little red anti-fairy things, whatever you want to call them, when they hit you, I'll demonstrate this. Watch my magic meter. Or they could just go right through me. Okay, well, that's beneficial for me, I guess. I mean, anyway, they suck magic out of you. There we go. And health. Yeah, that was kind of self-infliction there, but okay, let's just restore as much as we can, and, well, I meant to throw that at him. There we go. Pottery attack. I love pottery. Pottery, I may get into pottery just because of this game. I mean, you can see the power of pottery. It's amazing. Okay, anyway, as you saw, we just got a small key there. That's not the big key, it's just a small key. So little pathetic key. With that key, we can open up this door. And we are in this first room that we came into, but we're on a second level now, which is cool. We can come over here. And new room, hooray! Alright, so lots of stuff going on here. There's a couple of Stalfoses here. Let's just get rid of them before we tackle this Cyclops guy. Or you can just kind of jump away from me. That works too. So you can tell, if it's not obvious enough, cornering them is the best way to deal with them. Alright, now let's get rid of you. Let me see if I can spin attack him. Wake up. And one more spin attack should do it, I believe. Yep, there we go. Alright. Now, can I actually use the magic powder on these guys right away? Whoops, wrong button. I cannot. Okay, so these guys are kind of attracted to that bottle for whatever reason. What we want to do now... well, we just want to kill all the enemies, actually. Yeah, okay. In this bottle is a switch. Hitting that switch makes this appear, and in the chest is... da-da-da-da! We got a big key. The thing we've been looking for. Okay, I'm actually not going to waste my magic on these guys. Except maybe this guy, because he's going to kill... Oh, I'm not. Fine, then. Wow, make me waste my magic. Okay. Well, now that we have the big key, we can get both the... We can open the big chest and that door that we saw. Actually, I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way. I was just saying earlier how, oh, I know my way around dungeons. I don't get disoriented or anything. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening right now. You know what? It's been a while since I played this dungeon, okay? Okay. Anyway, with that, we get the bow. You can shoot arrows until you run out. We start with 30 arrows, and there are guys there. Alright, the bow and arrow is actually really awesome. Shoot them. Now, it doesn't actually kill them. Oh, well. Okay, these guys are headless, and that makes me angry. Anyway, what the bow can do, make that guy open. Bam. Yep. Yep. They are very easy once you get the bow. Alright, so now that we can come through this door, once again, it's another dark room. Oh, jeez, there's lots of these things here. I don't actually know what they're called. I hate to admit it, but I know much more about the 3D Zeldas than the 2D Zeldas. I can tell you the name of every enemy in Ocarina of Time, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, and of course Majora's Mask. You've already seen that. 2D games, not really. I mean, like, if you tell me the name of it, I would kind of know what it is, but I don't know the 2D sprites of the enemies, if that makes sense. Like, if I see the 3-dimensional version of that enemy, I know exactly what it is. But like those little things, they're not chews. I don't actually know what they are. Anyway, in here, lots of rupees, but there's also these things here, so be careful not to let them hit you, or they can hit you, and that's fine too. There's really not much going on in there if you want, again. In fact, I'm actually gonna get a fairy from one of those because I'm low on health. There we go. Once again, you didn't actually see the fairy, but trust me, there was a fairy there. Okay, so now that we've done that, oh, I was wondering, I was like, hold on, don't I need to get a key? Nope, I already had a key. Did not actually realize that. Okay, in here, there's nothing important except for, bam, a button, and, ooh, lots of guys. Okay, let's not magic powder them, let's try to shoot them with my bow. That would probably be more useful. There we go. Killing all of them does nothing, just kind of get them out of the way. Okay. Now we can come in here. I always like this room. I don't know why. I just think it's kind of cool. But all you need to do is just step on this one right here, and you can go through here. By the way, you can't go through any of the other holes. I've tried. You just get hit by the balls a whole bunch of times, and if you're low on health, you'll die, so I wouldn't try it. Anyway, right here we see a red guy. These guys are same as the green Cyclops guys, except they take 2 hits. Not too much of a big deal, but if you're out of arrows, they can definitely be a hassle, because it takes forever to kill those guys with a sword. Okay, so we're very close to the boss. I don't know if you noticed, but that little thing right here, this means that we are close to the boss. So, usually it actually means that the next room is the boss, but this time, since it's an early dungeon, we have a nice little recovery room, I guess you could say, kind of to prepare you. Normally it just goes straight into the boss. Alright, let's see if we get both of these. Okay, maybe not. Second time we can. Come on. There we go. Oh, or not. Okay, fine then. Wait, I want to get that. Call me, yeah. Call me, yeah. There we go. Okay, and with that, we've got the boss. These are the Armos Knights. There's 6 of them. You may think that's not fair. Well, you know what? This is an easy boss. Stand in one corner and just shoot. Now, they're gonna line up at some point. This is when they're lining up. This gives you a nice chance to attack them. With your arrows, I believe 4 hits each? Oh, that's a really random guess, though. Okay, I'm just kind of missing. Wait for them to line up and then start shooting at them. Once you get rid of all of them but one, the last one's going to turn angry and start stomping around. This can actually be quite threatening because it does do damage to you. Well, obviously, it's an attack. It can also be hard to hit. You need to make sure to time it right. But when you do, well, we defeat him, get a heart container, and with that we also get the Pendant of Courage. I just realized I've got a lot of money, which is good because we need money. 2 pendants remain. That is true. So after defeating a boss, we are restored completely with health and magic. And, well, with that, we need to head to Hyrule, so let's do that. There's these Armoses here. And once again, if you're confused and because you don't really know much about Zelda, and you're like, wait, you just said the boss was Armoses. Why are you calling these things Armoses? Because Nintendo is confusing with names. These guys are Armoses, the other ones are Armos Knights. Yeah, it's kind of like how in Ocarina of Time they're called Gerudos, in Majora's Mask they're just called pirates, even though they're exactly the same. And just, whatever. It's whatever. Okay. Oh, you got the Pendant of Courage? Now I will tell you more of the legend. 3 or 4 generations ago... You don't know your history, sir. Tell me the date. Anyway, an order of knights protected the royalty of Hyrule. These knights of Hyrule were also guardians of the Pendant of Courage. Unfortunately, most of them were destroyed in the Great War against evil that took place whence the 7 wise men created their seal. Among the descendants of the Knights of Hyrule, a hero must appear. I see. Link, I believe you. You should get the remaining pendants, and carry this with you. This is a treasure passed down by the families of the wise men. I want you to have it. And we get some new shoes! He gives you the Pegasus shoes. Now you can execute devastating dash attacks. Hold down the A button. Okay. A helpful item is hidden in the cave on the east side of Lake Hylia. Get it. Alright, what he says right there is completely optional. No it's not. Yes it is. No, it's not optional, but it's optional right now. We don't need it until much later on. But we are gonna get that next episode. Before we end the episode off though, I want to show you what he just did for us. we now have an awesome dash attack, which is actually quite effective. I mean, we can get rid of things pretty cool, or pretty easily with this, and it's a nice attack to... Okay, well, I mean, we're attacking an Armos right now. It's literally made of metal, so it's gonna take a while to kill, but this is... It's a good attack, okay? And it gets us around quickly. So anyway, with that said, that's it for this episode, so thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video when we do some more stuff, and then possibly head to the second dungeon. See you guys then.